Greetings, 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 good people. Happy Friday. It is Friday, June 14th. The year is 2024. And I'm bringing the What the Friday show back. If you are a OG Royal family member, then you remember I used to do What the Fridays every Friday. I would collect a whole bunch of hot topics, everything that was going on for the week, and I would talk about it in a light-hearted manner. All right. I think that there is somewhat of a delay. I haven't used StreamYard in mad long. So I'm just gonna wait for people to stroll on in. Today, pretty much everything that happened this week that I already did videos on, I'm gonna touch on. Also, there's a couple of other topics that I wanted to talk about, like Real Housewives of Atlanta. Apparently, Kenya is out. There's also just some other things going on. Jonathan Majors, the Braxton Family Values, I guess unofficial trailer or extended trailer came out. I'm going to talk about that. I'm also streaming live on channel number 2, which is she underscore Royal B live. I think that's the channel name. She underscore Royal B live. Okay. So I'll do a little bit more promoting of the second channel at another time. As you're coming in, please pay your admission fee by liking the video. I greatly appreciate it. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to have this as a replay. If I do decide to replay this and you end up watching the replay at a later date, make sure you like the video and drop down in the comments. Don't be shy. Say hello as you're coming in. I'm not paying attention to the chat just yet because I'm still trying to navigate. I totally forgot how to use StreamYard. So we got a couple of things on today's lineup. Like I said, some things that we talked about earlier this week, some other shenanigans in between. I'm just going through and looking at the topics. Oh, do you guys watch TGIF? It comes on Fox Soul on YouTube. It was hot last night, baby. Okay. One of the co-hosts, Armand Wiggins, did a roast. Well, Claudia and Armand Wiggins did a roast to Al Reynolds. These are all three of the panelists on this show. It was Al's birthday. And when I tell you that Armand said what needed to be said, in my opinion, I'm going to talk about that. What else is on the lineup? I got Tamar Braxton, Jonathan Majors. I'm just Kenya Moore suspended indefinitely. So I'm just going through and looking. There's really no specific order per se to today's lineup. I do have the topics lined up, but we're just gonna have a little bit of fun here. All right, let me see if I can refresh some of this stuff. Like I said, as you're coming in, please like the video. I greatly appreciate it. Drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. Remy Ma had a birthday celebration. Y'all like Remy Ma? And she was Cinderella themed. I'm just waiting. There's a delay in the live. I'm listening on my phone with my headphones. So there's a delay in the live. Ooh, I'm rusty. I haven't been live in so long. This is so awkward. And I'm bringing back What the Friday. I'll sing the jingle later on. I made up a little jingle. My first What the Friday episode was back in 2019, April of 2019. So this is interesting. This is going to be interesting. All right. Let me see what we got going on here. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else, any other updates or anything else popping off on this Friday night. How everybody doing? Y'all had a good week. I had a good week. Productive week. I've been saying that I was gonna go live Fridays for like a couple of months now, and it just never happened. So I'm glad that I got everything organized earlier. And YouTube is late with sending out the notifications. I think I put this notification up like at 11, and some people were telling me that they didn't even get any notifications that I was going live. All right. Listen, I got time to burn. Okay. I set time aside specifically for today's live show. Okay. It's been a while since I've been live, but hopefully I can make this a regular thing. So if you're watching on She Royal B Live's YouTube channel, hi, my name is Royal B. My main channel is She underscore Royal B. So if you're on the second channel, head on over to the main channel, subscribe, like, and you can go back to the second channel, however you choose to do it. If you're watching on Twitter, shout out to you. Please make sure y'all following me on Twitter, she_royalb on Twitter. All right, so I think we could get this started. Church announcements. I don't really have any housekeeping rules right now. Oh, and I did watch Power. I got to put that on today's lineup too. Let me write myself a little note. Listen, organization on a Friday is gonna be limited. All right, this is not a pre-recorded. This is off the dome. We just having a little fun, and we're gonna kiki like we having a conversation on the phone. So if you're looking for CBS News evening professionalism, you're not gonna find it here. But don't leave. Stick around. All right. I want to talk about the Power also. I watched that episode today. I just want to go on record and say that I can't stand Tyreek St. Patrick. All right, so let's get into some of these topics. Let me see. First up, I thought that this was rather disturbing. Let me share this. All right, take a look at this, y'all. So this is per ATL Scoop, right? So this little article reads, the guy that's in this video talking, he's talking a bunch of gibberish, right? So listen to this. Shortly after this interview, Joseph Greer, yes, the man in this video, he boarded a Gwinnett County transit bus and got into a fight with a passenger. Another passenger on the bus pulled out a gun, attempting to break up the fight. Sorry. That's when Greer, the guy who you see right here in the white shirt, stole the gun, popped and took out the person who was attempting to break up the fight, then led police on a chase. He is now charged with taking someone's life, kidnapping, aggravated assault, hijacking, and other charges. But listen to what he's saying in the video. Apparently, 11 Alive was interviewing him about something that happened. And listen to what he had to say. Let me make sure that the audio, I hope y'all can hear this. Lord, if y'all can't, that'd be so terrible. All right. Like to hear, here you go.
Transaction, I forgot the name of it. I've been having Cash App and a rush card for the longest. So bank account is something that I appreciate, especially for Wells Fargo. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all that stuff. So but they even a struggling bank, I heard. I'm like,
can y'all hear?
Wells Fargo, like heard you get a legal accounts and stuff. Like they gotta be like some computer stuff, but I think somebody put some type of world into it. So my thing is I want to tell first before I start to tell what happened, because this is making me a snitch. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. You know, I'm not snitching on nobody wrong. It's somebody bad. So all happen on the street. We're forgotten everybody. All right, India. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm bipolar. I'll tell y'all that. I'm on medication for like 2 weeks.
You heard what that man said? He said he is bipolar and he's been off his medication for about 2 weeks. Let me turn this up because I don't know how well you can hear. The man said that he's bipolar and he's been off his medication for 2 weeks. And the man still got that 11 Alive mic in his face.
So Brady gonna give it to me. So I'm leaving out the thing. I see the shooter, you know what I'm saying? I guess the shooter. To me, he'll think because I'm 6'5", 25. So this the first guy on the scene right here with the curly hair with the waves. He didn't want to stop me from beating Nick because he was talking crazy to this girl. I'm like, he got like, look, because in my mental health ways, because I've been off my Depakote 1,000 milligrams. I've been off that like 2 weeks. So
he telling you again that he's been off his medication for 2 weeks. That man still got that. There's another mic. See that mic there in his face, still talking.
I think I'm in a manic episode. What is it called?
He has a manic episode.
You're almost about to get in trouble because you're doing so extreme and erratic. We need some type of pill or a drink or something that we can make for the drug people that can now shock me real quick and get back regular. So right now I'm in an extreme mode, and it's like when I seen him, I was in extreme mode. So I was already in this for 2 weeks. So it's like he 2 weeks in, he about to get stabbed. I got knives, I got all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I protect myself. I can't get a gun. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is protect yourself like you're in chain gang. I did prison time and all that shit. So when I see the top of this girl, but I like the girl, so you're not about to talk crazy to this girl. So when I walked over, that cop came up. You know what I'm saying? And that's when he ran off. And he tried to, I guess he put, I don't know if he pulled a gun or what he did, but I was scared because I got a gun. So I can't have one. Probation officer Renee Smith, Cab County. I apologize for talking to the police, but yeah, I didn't. My girl went to see me today. She came from Detroit, man. Her birthday was yesterday, so
you saw who you think is the shooter?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the was talking crazy, and then the cop talked to him, and he ran. That's when the whole shooting happened. So at that time, I'm trying to worry about my girl really coming from the airport, but this girl right here runs off. She's scared, so I don't know. She actually got shot. Who all got shot? I know at that point I didn't have no gun, so I can't just take or kill you right quick. Now if you close enough, I can grab your neck and rip your throat. I did military training from RTC. No, hell no. The girl that was there, me and her walked her off. So when I did that, we was good in this little area. So that's when they all swarmed him and he stepped running. And after we started gunshots, so at that time we got behind the damn side of this. I'm sorry, I'm it was side of this Wells Fargo thing. So
you ran into him.
At that time, because if I heard shooting, I don't have a gun, dog. You can be one-on-one without a gun, I can kill you.
How many shots did you get?
What was it? At first it was just two, because I could tell it automatic. You know what I'm saying? The way you hit it the first time, like, it didn't sound real. So the third and fourth one, you know what I'm saying? Wherever that went, you know what I'm saying? It just at that point we just make sure he ain't come around the corner, because I'm gonna be the first one to get shot. Because I'm like, I'm bigger than this dude. I already seen him. If you got a little pistol, that ain't talking about shit. You know, I take that from him, you know what I'm saying? But just I want Andre Dickens give me like 100,000 and clear my record. I got 9 felonies on probation right now.
What is your name?
Joseph Eric Career, 1166924, Georgia Department of Corrections.
And tell me where you were with this guy?
Oh, right in Wells Fargo, in front of Wells Fargo. The best bank in Atlanta gave me a chance, and all the banks said no. Wells Fargo. I'm gonna get RA. I'm gonna get RA too.
Can you spell your name for us?
You know, this is real sad. When I saw this, I was confused at first. I was like, what is he talking about? And then I actually took the time to read the caption. This man is having a manic episode. He's telling you he's been manic for the past 2 weeks. He told you he's bipolar. He's been off his meds for 2 weeks, but you just had to get an interview. And then shortly after, like I read, shortly after this interview, this man, he boarded a Gwinnett County transit bus and got into a fight with a passenger. Another passenger on the bus pulled out a gun, attempting to break up the fight. That's when Greer, again, the man who you see right here in the video, stole the gun, popped and killed the person who was attempting to break up the fight, then led police on a chase. He is now charged with taking someone's life, kidnapping, aggravated assault, hijacking, and other charges. The man stood right here and told you that he was having a manic episode. And nobody decided, let's cut this interview. Sir, do you need help? And calling to get medical intervention. He ended up leaving this interview and taking somebody's life. When I tell you people really don't give a damn, they really don't give a damn. And yeah, that's really extremely sad. That's so sad. I'm pretty sure he'll probably, I don't know, they should take this interview into consideration. The man told you he was manic. He's been off his prescription drugs for 2 weeks. All right, y'all. Up next, take a look at this, y'all. Take a look at this. This is wild. So this is Spiritual Word on Instagram. Okay. LA City Council members have removed no U-turn signs in a gay neighborhood. Says that the signs, y'all, are homophobic. Okay. So the caption reads, city leaders, along with local LGBTQ plus organizations and community members, gathered near Griffith Park Boulevard and Hyperton Avenue, wherever this is, to take down the last several no U-turn and no cruising signs, which were installed in the 90s when neighbors complained about a gay bar in the area. They were essentially used to prevent people in the gay community from meeting up with other gay people. So a no U-turn sign is deemed homophobic by these people. Let's take a look and a listen.
LA City Council members Hugo Soto Martinez and Nithya Raman were on hand today to help remove the signs. They say the no cruising and no U-turn signs were put up in the 1990s to prevent people in the gay community from meeting up with other gay people.
I was also surprised that these U-turn signs were still up. And at first, they seem a little, oh, okay, it's just a no U-turn sign. But when you learn the history of it and you realize that these were used to profile gay people, it's so important that we have these removed.
What?
City council members say the signs were put up after the gay community began to grow and because there was a gay bar in that area.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So here's the thing. So you can't, so you can make U-turns in that area. Like, what's gonna happen? I would read the article in detail, but I don't want to. So what's gonna happen if somebody attempts to make a U-turn in that area? If there's a no U-turn sign?
And at first, they seem a little, oh, okay, it's just a no U-turn sign. But when you learn the history of it and you realize that these were used to profile gay people, it's so important that we have these removed.
All right, maybe I'm missing something. U-turns. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but a U-turn sign used to, I guess. Okay. I guess so. I guess whatever you say. Whatever you say. Yeah. Okay. I don't get it, but it's all good. Nothing makes sense in these ghetto United States of America. All right, let's move on to something a little bit more entertaining. I thought that this was so cute. Look at Remy Ma. I have to mute this for copyright purposes because she's playing, there's music playing in the background. So Remy Ma celebrated her birthday, and she celebrated her birthday with a Cinderella themed party. Now, do you think that this is cute? I do. Why not? She should definitely celebrate herself. I like Remy. Look at her daughter. Oh, so gorgeous. And yes, Remy has on sneakers, honey. A New York girl, Bronx. Yeah, I can't play the music playing in the background. Those are cute. She said, "What happened?" Oh, okay. She's so hood with it. You see Fat Joe, her daughter, and then I noticed something. Where's Papoose? So they really broke up, huh? Are they not together? Maybe he was out of town. I don't like not seeing Papoose and Remy together. It's just weird. But look, she's by herself. It's her birthday. Where's Pap at? Or maybe he was there. He just didn't want to be in the camera. No? Am I the only one that thinks that they're probably still together? I don't know. I did enjoy them as a couple. I'm not one of those people that say couples goals. No, but I did just enjoy seeing them together. They just seemed like they fit with one another. So I don't know. I guess the rumors might be true that they are no longer together. All right, let's move this train along. I saw this earlier, and I don't know what's going on with ex Tina. This is Christina Aguilera, y'all. This is a new photo of her. Look at her. And I did post on my Twitter. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. She_Royal B. I posted, is Christina on that Ozempic? What is going on with everybody's obsession with this weight loss stuff? Like, why? Why is everybody so obsessed with weight loss this and weight loss that? But then again, I can't relate. I know that people who try to lose weight, it goes up and down. It's a struggle for some people. But my goodness, at what cost? Look at how small Christina is. She working at Red though. Those pumps are fly. I do like those. But Christina, I hope you know what you're doing. And to all these entertainers too, I hope they know what the heck they're doing. I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. Weird. All right, moving along. Make sure you guys are liking the video, okay? As you're coming in, going out, at least pay your admission fee and like the video. All right. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about and get it out of the way. For those of you who don't know, I'm sure most of you do, TGIF is a show, a panel show, a live panel show that airs Monday through Friday on the Fox Soul channel on YouTube. I know they stream other places, but I watch them on YouTube. Now, hopefully, Fox Soul, y'all won't ding me for playing y'all content. This is for educational purposes, okay? I'm educating the people. So you see Armand on the far right, Claudia's in the middle, and then you see Al on the far left. So yesterday was Al's birthday, okay? So what they tend to do is they tend to roast each other on their birthdays. Armand's birthday was, I think, last week or the beginning of June. Claudia, she was roasted as well. So now it's Al's turn. Some people said Armand took it too far. Some people were in agreement. Let's watch first and listen, and then I'll let you know my thoughts. Hopefully, those of you who are familiar with Claudia, Al, and Armand individually and collectively, you probably already seen this, and you'll know what I mean after I show you the video. All right, like to hear it? Here you go.
Remember all the
great things I've said about you at the top of the show, Al. You know, because this is truly your birthday. Now, everyone, I wrote it down. Gather round, gather round. It's roast time, okay? Today that we're celebrating our very own Al Riddle's birthday. Al, you're a man of many talents, some of which include being messy, causing drama, and having a knack for making our workplace feel like a reality TV show. Al's got a unique ability to smile in your face, snap a picture, and go behind your back and talk about you to your coworker that he claims he hates. He's got a PhD in two-faced study, okay? Due to Al's special relationship with management and his hypersensitivity, we are not allowed to talk about his failed marriage. So even though he's brought it up many times, I'll steer clear of that topic to keep my job. Now, but wait, there's more. Al fancies himself as the facts guy, but somehow he never seems to get the actual facts right. He's also a talk show host who's supposed to have all the strong opinion, but the guy can't form a thought without his notes. Seriously. I've seen grocery store lists with more spontaneous insight. And let's not forget his legendary struggle with names and words. Al, it's successful, not successful. It's like watching a toddler
Armand's stupid.
Spaghetti. Oh, and how could I forget Al's clout chasing antics? He's got all these celebrities friends, but the best part, none of these celebrities actually know they're supposed to be friends with him. And as if that wasn't enough, Al is currently on a mission to get our talk show canceled. His nasty, childish, slightly jealous attitude is working overtime to torpedo our show. It's like he's auditioning for a soap opera villain role. But despite all the chaos, let's not forget it's your birthday, Al. Okay? So here's to you. May your future be as drama-free as your past has been drama-filled. Happy birthday, Al.
That was ratchet, and I enjoyed every second of it. Thank you, Armand. Thank you. Yeah.
Woo, y'all heard Armand. He read him down. That was slightly personal. Now, roasts are supposed to be very, I guess it's supposed to be insulting, but comedic, I guess. It's supposed to have truths to it. Did Armand roast Al Reynolds? Yes. Yes, he did roast him in true roasting form. All right. Some people wasn't feeling this. I know there are a lot of people that don't like Armand that had things to say. There are people who didn't like Al, who don't like Al. They had a lot of things to say. Let me just say this. When I saw this, because here's what happened. Oh, it's just a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Here's what happened. I was watching Funky Daniva's live yesterday. Shout out to Funky Daniva. How you doing? Okay. And toward the end of his live, he was chit-chatting and talking and stuff like that. And he got a call from Al. He was like, oh, here go Al right here. Him and Al are friends. And Funky Daniva put Al on speaker. And he said, Al is like, you better go over and watch TGIF. Armand tried to explain to Al, hey, I'm on live. Like, I'm live. You live right now. Al said, I don't give a F. He didn't say the letter. He said the word. So I'm like, what is going on? He said, you need to go over and watch TGIF right now. Funky Daniva was like, what happened? So he was like, all right. Everybody was like, what's going on? All of the Funky Bunch rushed over to go look at what happened on TGIF. Now, while they're streaming live, if you miss TGIF, you can always roll that little line back, like rewind it and go back. That's exactly what I did when Funky got off the line. So I watched this, and I watched the whole show so I could, get context. I'm going to say this. Al had it coming. And here's why. Armand actually took the perfect opportunity to let Al have it. Do I think Armand wrote that? I don't know. But the way that he delivered it, he meant it with his whole chest. Armand said he don't care how long it takes to get an op back. He didn't say that, but I'm just saying. What do I mean? When Armand got this job as the third co-host, or the second co-host, because this is Claudia's ship right here. All right. Al is co-host 1 and Armand is co-host 2. When Armand got the job as permanent co-host, every day for weeks, Al was nasty to Armand. No one can tell me that it wasn't. It was totally intentional. Al would berate him. This is why you should go back, if you care, and watch. I watch TGIF. Usually I watch it I try to watch it every day. If not, I'll catch it the next day. But I was watching Funky Diva. I normally watch Funky Diva the next morning, but I just so happened to be watching him live and in real time that night. But anyway, Al was condescending to Armand. He was insulting to Armand, all when Armand first started, when he got the job. He guest hosted like 2 or 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, and then he got the permanent seat. Al would interrupt Armand. Claudia is good at mediating, right? Everybody should get a turn, giving their opinion. Al would, as soon as Armand would talk, Al would cut him off. Nobody would cut Al off when he was talking. As soon as Armand started talking, he would start talking over Armand. He basically called Armand stupid without saying the words. I watch all of this. And one thing that Armand did, because he's smart, he knows how this media game works. Armand just smiled and showed his pearly whites. And I kept saying, I should have tweeted it so I can reference the tweet. I kept saying, because I've watched Armand for a very long time, I kept saying Armand is going to whack Al. He's going to get Al, but he ain't going to do it the way Al is trying to provoke him to do it. Al intentionally tried to embarrass Armand because I guess he thought that Armand was going to blow up and just ruin his chances at this paying gig. Nope. What did Armand do? He waited for the opportunity to roast you. And if you listen, I'll play it again. If you listen, I think that everything that Armand said was the truth. Now, I've been watching Armand for years, and I know one thing. Armand don't be out here lying. I'm not saying that he has never lied, but a majority of the things that he's talked about and said, he's been able to prove, okay? Or it ends up coming to pass. And I'm not saying he's perfect, but I believe everything. I believe that Al is phony. A lot of people blame Claudia for this. They claim that Claudia wrote this for Armand. We don't know that to be true. Okay? I'm going to play it again.
And remember all the great things I've said about you.
Hey, y'all. See, the OG, triple OGs are here. Greetings. I'm assuming that you guys got your notifications late because YouTube be playing. Greetings, y'all. Greetings.
At the top of the show, because this is truly your birthday. Now, everyone, I wrote it down. Gather round. It's roast time, okay? Today that we're celebrating our very own Al Riddle's birthday. Al, you're a man of many talents, some of which include being messy, causing drama, and having a knack for making our workplace feel like a reality TV show. Al had a unique ability to smile in your face, snap a picture, and go behind your back and talk about you to your coworker that he claims he hates. It's like he's got a PhD in two-faced study, okay? Due to Al's special relationship with management and his hypersensitivity, we are not allowed to talk about his failed marriage. So even though he's brought it up many times, I'll steer clear of that topic to keep my job. Now, but wait, there's more. Al fancies himself as the facts guy, but somehow he never seems to get the actual facts right. He's also a talk show host who's supposed to have all the strong opinion, but the guy can't form a thought without his notes. I've seen grocery store lists with more spontaneous insight. And let's not forget his legendary struggle with names and words. Al, it's successful, not successful. A toddler trying to pronounce it. And how can I forget Al's clout chasing antics? He's got all these celebrities friends, but the best part, none of these celebrities actually know they're supposed to be friends with him. And as if that wasn't enough, Al is currently on a mission to get our talk show canceled. His nasty, childish, slightly jealous attitude is working overtime to torpedo our show. It's like he's auditioning for a soap opera villain role. But despite all the chaos, let's not forget it's your birthday, Al. Okay? So here's to you. May your future be as drama-free as your past has been drama-filled. Happy birthday, Al.
When I tell you, when I was listening to this, I was cackling. Armand is a cackle for sure. He is. And a little bit of seriousness in this commentary, real quick. And Armand doesn't need anybody to cape for him. He doesn't need me to cape for him. I'm just somebody who's been watching Armand for a very, very, very long time. I remember Armand used to be on Facebook. He used to do reviews, and then he left Facebook, and then he ended up coming to YouTube. I remember all of this. All of this. Armand used to do skits back in the day. I've been watching him for a very long time, off and on in his earlier years, and then more consistently when he was more consistent on YouTube. And the way that Al treated Armand when Armand first, like I said, he guest hosted a couple of times, but when Armand sat on the panel, he got the job as the co-host. That's what I'm trying to say. The way that Al behaved is as if he doesn't feel that Armand is worth sitting on that panel. And that's just not true. Whether you like Armand or not, if you know Armand's history, Armand is very deserving to sit on a panel show, whether you care for his opinion or not. Armand has he's earned his stripes, in my opinion, just from an observer. He has earned his stripes. He has bumped his head. He's made his mistakes. He's had his ups. He's had his downs, publicly, privately, I'm sure. He's not afraid to try new things. He's really grown. Whatever you think about him, anybody treating Armand as if he doesn't deserve the right to have a seat at this table, I just can't agree with that. And the way that Al, when I found out how old Al is, it just made it worse. I was just like, bro, you look pathetic. And I mean that honestly and wholeheartedly. The way that Al behaved was anything but dignified. It was immature. It was catty. It reeked of insecurity. You come across as a bitter old man that's hating on the young guy. Armand is not dumb. Just because Armand doesn't know certain actors from the 70s and the 80s doesn't make him an idiot. Armand is in his 30s. Armand is not a little boy. Al kept calling him boy, which I thought was extremely offensive. And he's Mr. So-called pro-black. You should know the negative connotation of anybody calling a black man boy. Where's the outrage, Al? I just think Al is extremely immature. And I like I said, I've been watching since Armand, when he gets hosted and when he got the job. You want to see how people are going to do. You kind of want to see how they're going to fit in. You're going to observe. And I've been paying attention. And Al, like I said, this man took this opportunity to whack you, and you deserved it. You absolutely positively deserved it. You were a jerk. You were not welcoming. You were not hospitable. You act like this is your show. You cut Claudia off. You're rude to Claudia. You insult her, and you just are unbecoming. So as far as this title that he wants to have as being a dignified intellect, I'm sorry, Mr. Reynolds, you're anything but. And some people may think that what Armand's roast is mean-spirited. Look up the history of roasts. See what Al is upset about, and it was written all over his face. Al is upset because obviously somebody gave Armand some information, or Armand probably had some information, sat on it, and waited till the opportune time. He's done that before in his own defense. So I'm not mad at it. That's what you get. You got whacked. I don't like when people try to be funny and try to embarrass anybody, especially publicly. You had no right to treat Armand, even if I didn't like Armand, I would still say that that's wrong. And throughout the comments, when Al was behaving this way, you could see everybody was oh, Al should be fired. Stop calling Mom boy. Stop behaving like that. He would never treat Funky Dineva like that because Funky Dineva would read him. What Al was hoping for, and I think Armand caught on very quickly, Al was hoping for Armand to lose his cool and act ignorant so that a negative, picture could be painted of Armand. But see, what you don't really understand is Armand has been in this media game for a very long time. And all Armand did was smile, laugh, and continued to be very gracious and nice to Al. He never made fun of him. He never insulted him. Nothing. So Al ended up looking like the fool. So, excuse me, you tried to be funny and it backfired. Kudos to you, Armand. Way to stick up for yourself. And Al, for you to be a brand strategist, I don't buy that foolishness either, because you lack emotional intelligence. I don't care the airs that you put on. I think that you would lack emotional intelligence, right? You're a so-called brand strategist. So what do? You knew that Funky Dineva was live. When he tried, you called him. And when you tried to when he tried to tell you that I'm live, my people could hear you, you said, I don't give a F. You better go watch TGIF right now. So this demure, buttoned up, seemingly to have everything in control individual, Al, that you pretend to be, you showed your true colors when you called Funky Dineva. What was Funky Dineva supposed to do? He's on his show minding his business. Sorry, Al, you dropped the ball and you made yourself look stupid. And it serves you right. Don't treat people disrespectfully. Armand doesn't owe you anything. This whole pay your dues attitude, no. No. Let me see. I'm trying to pay attention to the comments. Al Face says it all. Absolutely. He looks stupid. He looks stupid. Greetings, greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Al's face said it all. Honey, when I saw his face, now listen, I was laughing, okay? I was laughing because I was in shock. I laugh at a lot of things that I probably shouldn't laugh at, but I try to keep that on the wraps. I wasn't around anybody. I was in the privacy of my own home, so I was laughing. But the thing about it is, I said, serves you right, Al. I'm telling you, if you watch TGIF and you know what I'm talking about, you know I'm telling the truth about how Al behaved when Armand got the job. He was not welcoming whatsoever. He was not welcoming whatsoever. So my theory is this. And now I could be wrong. This is just a theory. I think, let me put this back up so the people coming in know what I'm talking about. Welcome. If you're coming in, please don't forget to pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. And thanks for joining. Look at me just running my mouth. I got more topics to talk about, but this I wanted to take my time with this. I think, this is just my assumption, that Al talks about people behind their back, and Al probably talks about people to Armand behind their backs. And you ever been in a situation where somebody was talking about you to someone else and then talking about someone else to you, and then there's tension between you and somebody else for no reason, and then you actually come together and find out that that person is two-faced to both of y'all? That's what I think the situation is. Because the way Claudia was laughing was very interesting to me too. I'm not blaming Claudia. I'm just saying there's obviously truth to what Armand was saying. I do believe that Al causes drama behind the scenes because Al thinks it's his show. Al is 56 or 57, by the way. Claudia is what, 50 or 51? Armand is like 35, 34, 30, something like that. I don't remember how old he turned. I think he's either between 30, he's 35, between 34 and 36, something like that. I don't think he's 36, probably like 35. Anyway, yeah. So Al is like 56, 57, and look at how he acts. Age does not always equate to maturity. And I know you heard that before, and I wholeheartedly believe it. So, I'm trying to pay attention to the comments, y'all. Please, if I'm taking too long, bear with me. I just got here. Welcome. Wasn't it supposed to be a roast? Yes, it was supposed to be a roast. Indeed. It was definitely a roast. Armand roasted to a crisp. But I think the reason why Al was upset, his face definitely said it all, is because there was truth to it. And that's usually what happens in roast. Listen, Armand said what a lot of us have been thinking. That comment about not being able to talk about his marriage. I don't know how old some of you are, but that whole Star Jones marriage, whether Star Jones knew if Al Reynolds was not straight, he says he's bisexual. Y'all remember when Wendy Williams used to call Al Reynolds Miss Al? Yeah. Dang, yo, Wendy Williams is missing everything. I remember back in the day, Radio Wendy, Star Jones used to always talk about her wedding on the View. I remember the View came out when I don't think I was in high school yet. Was I? Grammar school, going into high school. I don't know. I just remember my grandmother used to always watch the View, and I would, watch it on days off or throughout the summer or vacation. When I wasn't at school. And I remember Wendy used to always call Al Reynolds Miss Al all the time. Girl, because Wendy Williams had the T. Why did Al Reynolds and Star Jones break up? I don't know. I remember hearing something about she caught him with somebody or something like that. I don't remember. I don't even really care. Al, you had it coming and you got whacked. Armand, let me tell you something. Always stick up for yourself, no matter what people say. And Armand is not going to let you play with him for long. There's a way to do things, Mr. Wiggins. And as far as this is concerned, I'm glad that you waited to the right time to roast Al. Because if you would have just came out any other time and said this about Al and it wasn't like a birthday roast, I would have cringed. I would have listened to what you said, but I would have cringed. I didn't cringe during this. I laughed the entire time. Okay? Let me see. Yes, Lunel. She was on I think she was on the show the day before, right? And she asked him. I forgot what they were talking about, like gender identity or something. I didn't watch that episode. I did see the clip though, where Lunel asked, "Was he transparent with Star about his sexuality?" And he didn't say yes, but he did say that he always was upfront and honest as it pertains to his sexual orientation. So. Yeah, that Al and Star saga was a mess. You remember? Child. Let me tell you something. The ladies on The View, they were tired of Star talking about her darn wedding. My grandmother was tired of it. She used to watch The View every day because her stories came on that channel. Okay? So every time you turn around, start talking about her wedding. Jesus, Lord. That was my grandmother. So, and Barbara Walters and them got tired of Star talking about her wedding too. But that whole saga was a mess. I specifically remember Wendy Williams calling Al Reynolds Miss Al. Oh my God. All right. I have to move on. Woo. I could go on and on. Now, this I talked about earlier this week. I did a Hot Topics video about this, but this happened this week. So I wanted to come back, circle back and talk about it. All right. This is Vanessa. That's her name, right? For the Bernie Mac show. So her name is, we as Black people, we will call you by your character name for life. Her name is Camille Winbush, right? So she explains why she joined OnlyFans. She says that residual checks are not sustainable for a living. I don't know. Everybody has the right to feel how they feel, right? And sometimes it's difficult for people to separate a character from a human being, like individual. Like she's not Vanessa from the Bernie Mac show. She's Camille Winbush, right? You get what I'm saying? Like it's difficult for people to separate the character from the real person. And mind you, let's see how old she is. Like I said, I talked about this in a separate video. You see it here. A whole 34 years old. 34. So she has an OnlyFans. And she basically said that if she can make money from the comfort of her own home, why not? She's not getting, her residual checks are getting smaller and smaller. And those residual checks that she's getting from the Bernie Mac show are not suitable for her to keep her head above. She can't even keep her head above water. with those checks. Now, you guys should already know that Black actors and actresses, there's a pay disparity when it comes to Black actors and white actors. Friends versus Living Single. The cast of Friends, which I don't get the hype from Friends. I never thought Friends was funny. I think I seen one episode and a half, maybe. I tried to give it a chance, didn't laugh once. They used to get what, $1 million an episode? How much do you think the Bernie Mac show was getting? You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely a huge difference in pay for Black actors and white actors. Same thing with movies. Yeah, remember, Taraji was just talking about how she is not getting paid what she thinks she's worth. And I know a lot of people feel that she can get other jobs, she can do other things. She don't want to. You know? I'm pretty sure if she had I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Let me just read the article real quick if you didn't happen to see this. So, let's see. As the Jasmine brand, they previously reported in 2021, actress Camille Winbush caused quite a stir when she launched her OnlyFans account. The 34-year-old isn't the only celeb you'll see on the platform, mostly known for the explicit adult content it features. However, Camille Winbush previously said her work on the site should be done her way, meaning minimal nudity. Despite the disclaimer, many were shocked by Camille Winbush's taking her talents to OnlyFans, mainly because they watched her grow up on the family sitcom The Bernie Mac Show. During a recent interview with Comedy Hype, Winbush addressed her critics and explained what prompted her to join OnlyFans. She said, people that are outside of the acting world have no place to speak on it. When people are saying, oh, those Bernie Mac checks must have dried up, I'm like, from a job 20 years ago when I was 12 years old? Yeah, like, duh. So she goes on to say, if I was on Friends making $1 million an episode, yes, those residual checks would still be very nice. But as time goes on, they get smaller and smaller every year. You're not making the same amount that you were when the show was current per episode. 20 years later, those checks are not sustainable for a living. She also says you can count on any job to last or even to book a job. I think I read this the other day, and I really think that this should say can't. Anyway, so over the years, I have done regular 9 to 5. So some of the people who are claiming that she should get a 9 to 5, she says she's done that. She said, I owned an ice cream shop for 3 years when I was a teenager, but if I can find a way to make enough to buy a home from the comfort and safety of my own living room, why wouldn't I do that? She said, I made a mistake of reading comments about my OnlyFans announcement. Overall, the majority were supportive, and I appreciate that. I really do. But I'm human, and of course, the ones that stick out to me were the negatives. So let me be clear. I am not broke or desperate for money. Bernie, God rest his soul, is not turning over in his grave. Stop saying that. Even if meant as a joke, it is far from funny. Okay, so this is the original story that the Jasmine brand posted back in 2021. Now, word on the street is the other one is doing OnlyFans too. The younger, what was her name? Anyway, the baby girl, that's what he called her. The younger girl. But what do you guys think about this? I mean, listen, I understand that most of us who care, especially us women, we don't want to see our young ladies have to resort to lewd or nudity or whatever to make $1. But I don't know. I just feel like she's not hurting anybody. I don't know what her OnlyFans content consists of. I'm not going to go watch and check it out. And I think she said that in 1 year, she made $1 million. So she's out here taking care of herself. I don't know what to say. What say y'all? What say y'all? Yes, she definitely is a beautiful girl. Well, that says a lot. Has she been in any other movies or shows? I don't think so. And see, that's another thing. Now watch what's gonna happen. She gonna be in another. She gonna be in a Tyler Perry movie by the end of the summer. Watch. You know Tyler Perry good for that. I respect that. Now listen, if you ain't giving her, close to what she making on the OF, Tyler, she might decline. But people tend to not support people, then criticize how said person goes about supporting themselves. I mean, like I said, I understand, you don't want to see her do this, for moral reasons, but I don't know, man. I don't know. No, I haven't seen her in any other shows. Not that I've seen. I've never seen her in anything. You was just about Tyler, right? Watch. Tyler about to come out with a recycled plot line because he has a contract with Netflix. He's coming out with a movie with Taraji P. Henson called, I forgot what it's called, something with an S. I just, whatever. I talked about it recently in one of these hot topic videos. Watch, you're gonna see Vanessa. He gonna pick her up, and she gonna have a lead role or a guest appearance in one of his shows or in his movie. Mm-hmm. Listen, the way he spits out scripts about black women. Let me look this up on my phone. What's the name of that movie? I just did what you call it on it. With Taraji. And the plot is a recycled plot. It's on Netflix. I have my phone. I'm trying to look it up on my phone. I forgot the name of it. Straw. 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 So listen to this. Tyler Perry will write and direct Netflix's upcoming movie Straw, a tense drama starring Taraji P. Henson, Sherry Shepherd, and Tiana Taylor. The film follows a single mother who faces a series of unfortunate events that leads her down an unexpected path. Haven't we heard that before? Good grief, Tyler Perry. Yes, yes. Hit that like button. That's right. Thank you very much. He got one coming out with Megan. I just saw that's Tyler Perry, where she's playing somebody who's a victim of domestic violence. And you know what? Didn't I have that on my lineup? Is that the one where she's supposed to be playing a domestic violence victim? Because people were criticizing her, saying that she's with Jonathan Majors and she's playing in a movie playing a domestic violence victim. It's not a good look considering the situation that happened with what's his name? I just said his name, Jonathan Majors. I think this is it. Yep, I think I have that in my tab here. Yep, here you go right here. Look, Jonathan Majors' girlfriend Megan Goode in new movie about domestic violence. Okay. Great minds think alike. I miss y'all OG Royal family members. It's been a long time since I've been live. It's good to see you guys. Happy Friday. Yeah, you seen the trailer? Yep, I have it in one of my tabs right here. Oh, I didn't know that was a Tyler Perry movie. Lord, definitely won't be watching that. I try to steer clear of his movies because I can't. All right, yeah, let me refresh this page. I'm not gonna play. I don't think I can play this trailer because I don't want to get strike. One of my videos got struck the other day because I played a clip of the Breakfast Club. So I put it up. It wasn't monetized, and then just today I went and cropped out the that part and put it back up. All right. I was hoping that this live would be 1 hour, but I think it's going to go over because I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if y'all remember. I don't like Tamar, and I don't know how far back y'all go. I used to review the Braxton's. Okay? One of my first viral videos was that episode of the Braxton's where they disrespected Tracy. I might put it up later or repost it in the community tab. So the Braxton's, you remember? I don't like Tamar. And I remember people used to get at me in the comments and say, "Oh, you're biased against Tamar. You don't like her." I was like, "No, I don't. I don't." Anyway, let me keep my composure. So this made me so hot, y'all, earlier. I'm not going to play the trailer because I'm pretty sure that this is copywritten content. But if you go to my Twitter page, you should be following me on Twitter, she_royal_b on Twitter. I reposted this and I specifically wrote, you can see it right here. I don't want to hear them speaking for Tracy at all. Okay, so in the trailer, they're basically saying, I think the producer, one of them was doing their confessional. I think it was Tamar, and the producer was like, "What made you come back to reality television?" Y'all remember? Shay, you was watching those interviews? I used to be hotter than fish grease. I couldn't stand the way they treated Tracy with my blue sweater on. Anyway, one of the producers asked Tamar, "What made you come back to reality TV?" And she had okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how loud this microphone is, so I don't want to scream in y'all ear. She had the nerve to say, "This is what Tracy would have wanted." When I tell you, when I saw that, I was in here going off. I'm dramatic. Okay, if you haven't figured that out by now, I'm very dramatic. I was like, that's why I typed, I don't want to hear them speaking for Tracy at all. That's what Tracy would have wanted. The mama too. I ain't got nothing for none of them. You too, Evelyn. I'm not even calling you. Why are you're not even married to that man no more. So what you Miss Braxton? You ain't Mrs. Braxton. It's a new Mrs. Braxton in town because that man is remarried. The last season that I watched, I remember, Evelyn was so nasty. You guys remember Tamar basically said We TV caused her to want to take herself up out of here. Remember that BS? And I kept saying Tamar is full of crap. Everybody was like, Tamar is going through. Have some sympathy. Listen to me when I tell you something. I know a liar and a manipulator when I see one. Tamar is a liar. She's a manipulator. Everything is everybody else's fault. She treated Tracy like trash. And it used to get me hot all the time. Those Braxton family reviews were fun. They were fun. Tamar is a total liar. Total liar. She's too extra. Yes. And she's very immature. I don't know what the fascination is with her. I mean, you can like who you like, but she's a liar and a manipulator. You went on a whole campaign talking about how reality TV almost cost me my life. Lying, saying, what's that man name that she dated last? I can't remember his name. Who worked in finance or banking or whatever she claimed he did. Talking about he put hands on you. Lies. Total lies. I clutched my invisible pearls when she said that. Yes, that is so crazy. How dare you? Yes, she was. You know what's you remember? Okay, let's go way back. You remember the first couple of seasons, maybe like the first 2 seasons, when they would put their names on the screen. I think Toni Braxton was, what was she? Like under her name, it would say like the star or the oldest or something like that. Tamar or Trina was the party girl. I think Tawanda, what was she? Secret Squirrel, or I don't know what hers. Y'all remember what was under Tracy's name? Put it in the comments. If you remember. They was dead wrong for that. I always thought they were dead wrong. Ooh, that's when I used to DVR all my reality shows. They had Tracy's name, and under Tracy, it said the wannabe. Y'all remember that? Dead wrong. Yeah, they treated, and the mother treated Tracy weird too. And Tracy exposed it. Tracy said the reason why they treat her like that is because when the mother and father separated, Tracy didn't choose sides. You know, everybody went along with the mother to some degree, but Tracy didn't choose sides. And I don't think that a child should have to choose sides unless it's an extreme circumstance, like, you know, abuse is involved or worse. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Mm-hmm. It was the wannabe girl. They put the wannabe under that woman's name. Dead wrong. And y'all let that slide. And I'm sure Tracy didn't see that until after the show had, you know, finished recording and it aired. You know, most of if you don't have any creative control over shows or movies that you're in, when it comes to the editing room, you have no say. So things can be edited, taken in, spliced, put in, taken out, and you won't know until it actually airs when the public sees it. Can you imagine how she felt when she seen that? I was offended by it the first season watching it. My point is, Tamar makes me sick, and so does the rest of them. I ain't got nothing for them. Now, am I gonna watch the new season? Yes, I am. Okay, I'm gonna watch for research purposes, and I'm gonna review it for the people, of course. You know, for the people. You're welcome in advance. Okay. But yeah, you can go to this trailer, or it might be on YouTube. I don't know. I would prefer you go watch it from, you know, my page and heart it. You know what I'm saying? Show your girl some love. But yeah, I just can't. Tony said something about Tracy. All of them are trying to convince us, the public, like that this is what Tracy would have. Yeah, you remember the whole drama surrounding the funeral. Tracy had two separate. Child, these people. And I'm telling you something. That mother, she ain't right. I don't care what anybody says. She ain't right. I knew they were all crazy when they sat down before this, but for the sake of the argument, when they sat down with Iyanla and the way that Tamar disrespected Iyanla, let me move on because I'm getting annoyed. Oh, I forgot I had this in the lineup. Here it go. I didn't even do a separate video on this. I just figured I'd throw it in the What the Friday show. This is per the Jasmine brand. Tamar Braxton firmly denies ever having plastic surgery. I haven't had any work done. I promise. Look at her face. Red Charles could see she lying. That's a pretty necklace. I like her necklace. Red Charles could see she lying. Let me read this story and let me let you know how she lying. This girl is so ridiculous. The 47-year-old singer and reality star stunned in sultry black lingerie. I know it's lingerie, but lingerie sounds funny. As she prepared for a photo shoot as seen on her Instagram. Why are you posing in oh my gosh. Grow up, girl. Grow up. In the clip, Tamar Braxton boosts her confidence before asserting that she hasn't undergone any cosmetic procedures. She says, "Why do y'all think I'm getting so pretty lately?" Her glam team chuckled in the background as she made her claim, but Tamar Braxton stood her ground, adding, "I haven't had any work done, I promise." Now, why this ain't loading? The R&B songstress took to a separate post to flaunt her ensemble featuring a sleek black lace top paired with matching stockings. Listen, the Braxtons is coming out. She got to promote anything for attention. She says, "I'm sorry, y'all. Get used to it. I finally love me. This is what healing looks like. I could have never done this a year ago." What? You was just twerking on stage? What do you mean? You've been twerking on stage for a minute now. Tamar's insistence on having had no surgery dates back to 2018 when she firmly denied undergoing a tummy tuck. In an Instagram post from back then, she stated, "My surgery is the damn gym. Try it. It works." She continued, "I love y'all, some of y'all, but I didn't have no dang tummy tuck. There is something called hard work, but I love to work out sometimes." More recently, the Braxton Family Values star engaged in a conversation with gospel singer Kirk Franklin on her decision to opt out of a Brazilian butt lift. In 2022, Tamar explained, I've been on social media so long and watching everybody on social media. Do you know that I thought I wanted a BBL? I'm 45. What I need a BBL for? Where I'm going? Oh God. I don't care. I don't want to read this anymore. This is stupid. I didn't read it before. I didn't read it before. I'm gonna tell you how this girl is lying. All right, let's go back. Remember, I don't remember what season it was, but there was an episode where everybody was at Tamar's house and they were all out back on the back, like in the backyard or what have you. And Tracy was ready to get nuck Tracy was ready to buck because Tamar got a slick mouth. And do you remember when they were about to get into it and Tracy got up? They were outside. This is not the one where she was sitting on the couch and she turned to Tamar and said, what you want to do? Not that time. This was a time where they were going back and forth because Tracy was tired of Tamar and she was tired of everybody ganging up on her. And she basically called Tamar out to fight her. Tamar specifically said something not specifically, she said something along the lines of, we not doing that or something like that because I paid a lot of money for this nose. But you ain't had no plastic surgery. Girl, go on. And then I posted on my community page this headline, a screenshot of this very headline here. And then the next slide was Tamar talking about whatever she had done. See what I'm saying? She just be lying for attention. The things I want to say, she was different and didn't hold back. She said the lies. Okay. Girl, bye. You're already getting dragged by your man. And don't even get me started with that whole JR situation. Clown. Tamar is a clown. Okay, now she got me looking for the before pic. People were on Twitter, people were talking about it like Tamar girl, we seen the before pictures. So she just be lying. Like, y'all don't, when people like Tamar don't be lying. She be telling the truth. She be lying like a rug, a cheap one. All right, I got to get off her. I don't care anymore about her lies and stupidness. All right, moving on. This is what is this the movie, Shay, that you were talking about? Jonathan Majors' girlfriend Megan Goode in flick about DA. We got to watch what we say on here. After his trial. This is TMZ's article. Yeah, I saw this today. I pulled this up today. Oh, it is a Tyler. How did I miss this? I didn't read this article yet. I just saw the headline because it was trending on Twitter. So we're going to read it together. This is a Tyler Perry movie. Lord. So the girl from Bernie Mac show going to be in the one after this. Watch. Save this live. So Megan Goode is starring in a new movie about DV. And it's a little awkward considering what her boyfriend Jonathan Majors just went through in real life. The actress is the lead actress in Tyler Perry's latest drama. Tyler Perry's got to be stopped, y'all. Lord. Divorce in the Black, which follows a woman as she tries to escape a violent partner. Okay, the trailer was released Thursday. That was yesterday. And you see Megan's character break down in tears as she reflects on her toxic marriage. Lord, isn't this Diary of a Mad Black Woman? Megan also showed up for a premiere of her new flick Thursday in LA. And interestingly, she showed up by herself without Jonathan. That's a smart move from a PR standpoint. Of course, Megan's been dating Jonathan Majors for the last year, standing by the ex-Marvel star amid his trial in NYC. Remember, Jonathan was arrested in March 2023 for allegedly putting his hands on his girlfriend, Grace Jabari, and was later found guilty on 2 misdemeanor counts of putting his hand on his girlfriend and harassment. He didn't get any jail time at sentencing. I do just want to point out the fact that the only reason why that he put his hands on that woman is to basically subdue her so that he can get away from her. There's video footage of him running away from this woman and this woman chasing him. So the injuries, the scratches that she incurred on her hand was because he was trying to ward off her fist. She was slapping and punching and all this other stuff. He put her in the car and he literally took off running away from her. There were images that Jonathan Majors showed where his face was all scratched up. And it's really crazy that with that video evidence, people are still calling him a woman beater. It's wild. Anywho, let's continue on with the article. Grace has since sued Jonathan, accusing her ex of defamation, assault, and battery in a lawsuit filed in March. Jonathan previously told us that he isn't sweating Grace's lawsuit, though, instead focusing on getting in shape for a new movie role. I know that's right. He also maintained his innocence throughout the ordeal, expressing as much in his January interview with ABC News. Jonathan and Megan have continued to put up a united front in recent months, including an appearance at the New York Urban League's Frederick Douglass Award dinner last week. Megan Goode had this to say about John then. She said, "I'm really, really proud of him. It's been quite a year, to say the least, and how he's handled it, how he's grown, how we've learned to dance in the rain, and how we've learned to just look at God first and foremost above everything." Well, that was nice. Considering they've been tied at the hip, it's telling Jonathan Majors skipped her premiere this week. I'm gonna tell you why he didn't show up, because Tyler Perry told him not. Tyler Perry told her, don't bring that man. Tyler Perry told her, you can't bring Jonathan Majors. He too hot right now. That's what I think. Mm-hmm. He should. When I tell you that is the same thing that I said, I was having the round table, the kitchen table talk, okay, with my brothers. And I said this, he should sue her. Matter of fact, he did file to sue her. The judge dismissed his lawsuit. I covered this too. I watched this with both my eyes, okay? Especially the good one. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely kept up with this trial. Yes. He filed to sue her. Yes, he presented his case before the judge, which is insane because he had pictures of blood on his face, scratches, his coat was ripped. He had all of this information and all this evidence that his lawyer presented to the judge. The judge dismissed his lawsuit. Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. Yes, he did. Yup. Oh, I'm nosy. I be on it. Yes, he did. He definitely. Because I said to myself, see, he's suing her good. Doesn't matter. The video evidence is out there. It's in one of these videos that I did. Look it up. Video evidence. Chased that man all across the road and lied to a bunch of strangers, crying, lying to them strangers, talking about something. He hit me. Then you see him walking past as she's lying to these strangers, and he looked at her like she was crazy and walked right past her, and she started chasing the man. He was trying to get away from her. It's really a shame. It is. Oof. I tell you, people who be out here lying, girl. I can't. Okay. Yeah, everybody having a good time. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm so glad to see some familiar faces in here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but you decided to hang out with my crazy tail self, and I appreciate you. Okay? All right. Let me tell y'all something about this Kenya Moore. I said it. I did a video recently where I was talking about the new cast members of season 16 of Real Housewives. And I said that Kenya was going to start some mess with one of these newbies. I said it. Okay? Here we are. This article is dated today, June 14th, and Page 6 and other media outlets are reporting Kenya Moore is suspended indefinitely from Real Housewives of Atlanta after a sex poster scandal. Let's dig into this article. Now, do I need to enlarge this? No, it's already 125%. Y'all can see? Okay, Kenya Moore has been suspended indefinitely from Rhoa. Page 6 can exclusively reveal. As they previously reported, Moore shocked party attendees at her Kenya Moore. She's so dumb. She is so dumb. This is your hair spa opening. Anyway, Moore shocked party attendees at her Kenya Moore hair spa last Thursday with posters of series newcomer Brittany Edie allegedly performing oral. Ain't she stupid? She is so lowbrow. I don't care how great she looks and how made up she is. Kenya ain't got no class. None. Anyway, we were told Bravo cameras were rolling at the cast event when Moore, 53 years old, decided to unveil the explicit images. The recipient of the alleged sexual act remains unclear. Now, page 6, you didn't have to put that in there. You could have left that sentence. You could have left that out. They so shady. All right. So page 6 says that they were told Edie was not present for the display. Meanwhile, an insider insisted to page 6 that the explicit photos in questions were readily accessible online. The insider went on to claim that Edie had more threats to Moore using the word GUN before the event. However, a production source told us at no time was Kenya ever threatened with a weapon, nor was there ever a weapon present during the course of production. Kenya ain't got no class. She don't. And it's really sad. This woman is 50 odd years old and she behaved like this. We were told that an investigation was subsequently launched. This is the girl. This is her. You see, Kenya's intimidated by anybody that is beautiful and confident and strong. Everything that she's not. I'm sorry. She has a pretty face, but she got a bad character. So I'm flabbergasted and floored. This is what Drew Sidora, who was at the party, tweeted afterwards. Eric Robinson, a photographer who was also in attendance, added in a since deleted tweet, "I am still trying to recover myself. I couldn't even take a photo. My mouth fell to the floor and I am just in awe. Like that was the most deadliest scene probably ever filmed on the franchise." After the scandal made headlines, Moore took to her Instagram story to say, "Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. The truth always comes to light." Bye, Ashy. She then added via X, which was formerly known as Twitter, "I would never engage in revenge, PORN. I have never distributed private images or footage of anyone, nor solicited images owned by others to use to threaten or blackmail. I have always been vindicated. I can't talk about story, even with people planting fake news." Hashtag Sweet 16. Edie, for her part, wrote via her own Instagram story, "It's never a good feeling being targeted or hazed by someone I thought would embrace me into a new circle that I never met. For the record," she added, "I've never once had possession of any weapon or threatened anyone ever. I've never been to jail in a fight or even had as much as a speeding ticket. That's not my character." Now, wait a minute now. What you trying to say about people who got speeding tickets, Miss Thing? I had 2 in my life, but I've never been arrested and I don't have a record. Okay? That's not my character. I am hurt by the narrative that's being displayed. Wrong is wrong. Kenya is threatened by her. That's all that is. In leaked audio from the event, Moore was allegedly heard saying, you a paid hoe. Brittany does escort." Now that's audio that they got, right? Allegedly. There's an IG that put her emails out on blast. She charges $1,400 for an appointment. "You not only a hoe, you a cheap whore. You on covers of magazines being a thought. You all of those things, okay? You over here on Snapchat. Yo Gotti was like, Snapchat me that P, and you did. See what I'm saying? This is what Kenya is being allegedly what Kenya said on audio. She ain't got no class. Moore has starred on Rhoa since 2012 season 5. Reps from Moore, Bravo, and Edie did not immediately respond to Page Six's request for comment. I said it before, and I told y'all. I said, I guarantee you, Kenya gonna start mess with the newbies. And here we are. Remember, do you guys remember Marlo had a charity event of some sort, and then she came through in there storming with a band, talking about Kenya Moore's hair care? Or when was it Phaedra that had some sort of, they went to some sort of charity event or something like that, and Kenya came in there with fishnets and a butt pad? She has no class. People are caught up in how she looks. She absolutely has no class. And I don't know. I don't know. I just don't even know what's going on. The world we live in is sad when an innocent person have to go through this, and the videos. Oh yes, this is, you're referencing Jonathan Majors. Yes, I agree. I agree. It happens all the time, unfortunately. It happens all the time, unfortunately. I agree. Well, listen. They tried to tell him. You see, he with Megan Good now. Yeah, but as it pertains to Kenya, to be honest with you, do we need Kenya on this season? She's bad for business, man. She's getting desperate. She's getting desperate, and she's doing stupid things to try to keep her her peach. Kenya can go. I'm over Kenya. I've been over Kenya. For real. For real. I was let me tell you something. I was disturbed about Candy's sex dungeon thing because of the the visuals. When you hear something like images just flash in your head, like that's why I was like, please, can we stop talking about Candy and her sexcapades? Not interested. But yeah, and then she had the sex dungeon tour. Candy, she's not returning, and I can't say that I feel sad about that. Yeah, it's time for Kenya to go. It's been time for her to go, in my opinion. I just think she's making herself look bad. Like, she's so desperate. Do y'all think Kenya did that? Put those pictures all up over her salon, her what does she have? It's a hair salon? Whatever it is. I don't know. I think Kenya did that. It is what it is. So she's suspended. She's suspended indefinitely. Served you right, you dummy. Doing stupid stuff. All right, let me see. Let me see what else is on the interwebs. I think that's all I got, y'all. Who is this? I'm on Instagram. But yeah, I don't know. I'm tired of Kenya. That Al Reynolds and Armand thing was a hot mess, wasn't it? Lord Jesus. Look at y'all. Look at JT. Look at JT boyfriend. Look at JT boyfriend. Lil Uzi Vert poses for Marc Jacobs' new campaign. That's JT's boyfriend, y'all. Dear God. Here go Funky Daniva. Shout out to Funky Daniva. Here go all the agenda talk. Artists have been blurring gender lines for decades. And for the record, there are far more examples of masculinity pushed in the media than these little one-offs that get y'all so riled up. Aside from that, he looks a damn mess. Yeah, pretty much. He look crazy. Does this make you want to buy this Marc Jacobs bag? Jesus. The only thing I like from Marc Jacobs is the perfume. Daisy. That's Marc Jacobs, right? Look at Lil Uzi Vert, y'all. Lord Jesus. What else is going on? I think that's about it. I think what am I at? Okay, I'm at hour and 24 minutes. All right, guys. I actually made it to an hour. I didn't think I was gonna do an hour, but I like this. I like this. So listen, for those of you who are new here, like I said, welcome. If you're watching the replay, make sure you like the video. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna plan to do this every Friday at 9 o'clock. It might be pushed back to 10, but make sure your notifications are on. The second channel is she_Royal B live. I had planned on making that live only, but I don't have any subscribers over there. I think it's 2. Shout out to the 2 subscribers. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to go live on this channel because I don't want to mess up my, YouTube's algorithm is weird. That's just behind the scenes YouTuber jargon that I'm sure y'all don't care about. So I don't want my channel is starting to build back up because I took a break and then I will come back and be consistent and take a break. Trust me. Let me tell y'all something. When I tell you 2022, pull my edges off. Okay? Not literally, figuratively. All right? 2023, snatch me bald. Okay? 2022 and 2023 collectively snatched me bald. All right. So I'm, trying to get back consistent or whatever. So during the week, I'll do the hot topic videos. And then Fridays, I could commit to at least one day of the week going back and doing the What the Friday show. So shout out to y'all. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope I made you chuckle and giggle. Thank you so much for coming in and having a good time with me. I love the fact that my OGs are in here. If you're new, you have the opportunity to be a part of the royal family. Not only should you like the video, but subscribe to the channel. I normally don't tell people to subscribe and all that stuff. I really like the comments, and I do want you to like the video because it helps. But hey, listen, if you feel led to subscribe, make sure you do so if you feel led to, and put your notifications on and all that YouTube stuff that YouTubers say. So I had fun. I was a little nervous. I'm not going to front. I was a little nervous. And I was trying to acclimate myself with the StreamYard because I haven't used StreamYard in a long time, but it held up pretty great. So if you happen to be watching the replay, make sure, like I said, you like the video. And yeah, make sure you meet us back here every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we are reviving the What the Friday show, and I'm excited about it. Okay. All right, now, dang, it's 10:28 where I'm at. I'm on the East Coast. Okay. So I got to go. Okay, it's time for me to go. I enjoyed myself with you guys. You can tell I don't want to leave, but I don't have anything else lined up. So I won't hold up your time. So I am signing off. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. And as always, until next time, and I'll talk to you later.